What is up, people? Been a minute. Wow, it's been a minute. Even worse, it's been a minute since I've been able to stream myself. So, the other streams were definitely, know, to fill in for the missing Jose channel and to fill in for the different things. It was pretty cool that I got to Simo stream with Chris and get him some views over there and some subs, hopefully. So if you guys check that out earlier, make sure you head over to Chris's channel and sub to him. Hopefully he'll keep everything honest and we can keep this good relationship going. As you guys saw in the chat, I'm gonna put out right on the screen. I'll put up the little bot command for the panel and everything, so that way a lot of people ask me for it, and if I'm not watching the chat, you guys can still be able to get in and everything. But yeah, man, what a week. I've been gone for a while, so basically all day I've been just trying to figure out what the hell's been going on, and all the rants and the raving and all this is, I've heard a lot of different things. So if you guys know anything, fill me in, damn it. What I'll do is kind of wanted to go over what happened this morning with red pill philosophy. And I didn't want to do it on the other streams because, like I said, I was running those just like I would run them normally on if it was Jose's. So I didn't want to step on anyone's toes and bring my stuff into those streams. Those are, like I said, those are going to be 100% for a Jose type live stream. Whereas in this one will be, I get to do my rants and all that good stuff. But what I wanted to say is basically, what I've noticed since I left and came back for this little short week is that I didn't care anymore about basically hearing all the bullshit part of this flat Earth globe thing. That goes for both sides. I've made it very clear that I think one of the biggest issues that the Globers have is that they want to get so detailed into the information that it's going over the heads of a lot of people, and they're not understanding that that's not how you explain something to someone who just doesn't understand it. For the Rileys and the chemo spurs and all them, I mean, whatever, to put their feet to the fire all you want, but there's a lot of people that the detailed understanding of it's a little harder to understand. I'm still learning and I'm still trying to figure those things out. So just wanted to put that out there and, just keep that in mind when you're talking to flat earthers. Because I had a conversation with Red Pill Philosophy earlier, and right off the bat, he became one-dimensional. And it's very sad for anyone who listens to that guy, because when I asked him a simple question, as in, who's your other source for your information besides Neal deGrasse Tyson? Because, again, I didn't want to give him the credit or any leeway on this, because Neal deGrasse Tyson is a TV entity that explains physics on a very need-to-know basis, as in commercial style. Now, he definitely should not be your information on any resource for how things work everywhere, especially in different fields. So I asked him a simple question. Do you have any other source besides Neal deGrasse Tyson? And you know what he said? That I blah, 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 blah. Never answered the question once. He then tries to turn it around. But the reality is that I am a conspiracy theorist who think very, very much differently than a lot of people. So he can't put me into that censorship, that quota that he was putting me in. Complete bullshit. And I wanted to make that very clear to him. So what I did in the side chats is I said, hey, how about we debate? F this. How about a red pill? Let's have a debate, and we'll go evidence for evidence. And he basically ran from it. I gotta go, guys. Bounce out. Because here's the difference between all the debates you've had, Red Phil, and everyone who's thinking, oh, great. I know what you're doing. I hear your bullshit. I was a flat earther for 2 years, and I know people are sick of hearing that, but that, you guys don't understand. I had that mentality of having to figure out how this could mean that, and that could mean this. And then when you stop doing that shit, you start realizing that things don't work the same way as it has to work on a flat earth. You start realizing that A lot of these content creators that are filling the blanks in for people that don't know are people like Red Pill Philosophy who have no clue what they're even talking about. If his only source is Neal deGrasse Tyson, then that should be his only source for the debate, right? And if that's the case, he's trusting a scientist for his information. The same science that he's bashing on every time he talks. But Neal deGrasse Tyson is solid in everything he says now? Hey, Red Pill, maybe you should figure out that philosophy you're spitting before you try to make it seem like you have any clue what you're talking about or any validation for not answering a question. See, a lot of people don't understand and need to understand that big sub count that Red Pill runs around with has nothing to do with Flat Earth. He didn't get that running Flat Earth positives and facts and clues. That was on a whole different platform he used to run a long time ago. And he uses that as if he's a big Flat Earth person. That's how he pushes all his little entertainment and glitter and slam and all that bullshit. That's all that he is. That's what he's doing. All he's doing is trying to market himself. He's not a Flat Earth anything. I doubt if he even understands how it could be Flat Earth. All I ever hear him is talking this shit about Neal deGrasse Tyson. He did a couple observations that are very sketchy in hand, just on his personality, really, tell you the truth. But I've also heard him in debates where he tries to run these things as if he knows all. And the reality of it is he's doing what I've always said. He's just using science. All their, the phenomenons that they experience and can't explain, or these things that just can't be explained yet. But he's using them as these flat Earth facts, and I don't even think he understands what he's even saying. I've never met a flat earther who's only stuck to one source for their information. I don't think it's a flat Earth thing. I think it's a red pill scam thing. And I want to test him on it. I want to have a debate. And if he's too pussy to do that, then that's not my problem either. No, I'm not Wolf. I'm going to actually put the link out right now. But I ran a stream earlier and I didn't say anything. I have to rant. But I'll put the link up right now. But like I said, he's not an honest person. And that's sad. That's fucking sad. So you guys see up there right now, I just put up the link. It says Hangout, or it says for Hangout Inc. Spot Command. If you type in that exclamation mark Hangout link general, the stream bot will give you the link to the Hangout, and that way I don't have to be dependent on seeing you ask me for it or seeing me to copy and paste it and put it in there over and over again. So there it is out there, guys, and that's how it'll work for now. He said the only thing he has is throwing doubt into and that's exactly what it is, Shawn Hawkins. He wants to pin you on Neal deGrasse Tyson's what he says, and realistically, it's all he's just running circles with this one guy. That's why I said that's what the first question I asked him was, what the who do you have another source? Do you have another way of explaining these things? Because all you're saying is Neal deGrasse Tyson. Who the fuck is he? I don't listen to that guy. I don't even, if I see an article or a clip, I don't watch it. Why? Because I can go to much, much more credible sources that can get much, much more detailed into what we're looking at. What's up, Shawn? How you doing, sir? You're good to go?
Hello.
Make sure all the volumes are good. Talk one more time.
Hello.
Shawn G. What
all right,
up?
you guys are a little low, so let me make sure we turn your volumes up real quick. Go ahead, talk again.
Hello.
What's up, Shawn G?
All right, I think you guys are loud enough now. Hopefully, if they're not, guys, let me know, and I'll make sure I fix that sound. But you guys should be good. How you guys been?
Good.
B-ball?
Good.
What's
up, man?
Good.
The farmers. What's up, Shawn Hawkins? Man,
Guess what I'm doing
where you calling from?
this morning? Guess what I'm doing?
What's that?
Driving around a 2-star General.
Right on.
Congratulations.
Fucking crazy.
Armored staff car?
No, it's just a regular van.
Okay. Right on.
Oh, but I've seen those the real Hummers, the good Hummers. Seen those ones.
I
Those are
rode in
special.
I did a grip and grin. Took photographs of an award he was giving to some lieutenant or whatever, and his aide, I guess it'd be the person, his assistant or whatever, gave me a ride back to the barracks in his armored red Mercedes-Benz 500 EL or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Fucking awesome.
So
It
you
was
guys,
like a tank hatch closing when he shut the door.
here's something you guys have to do. You guys have to inform me on what I've missed over the past week because that's how I roll.
You need to watch that debate, man.
Which
They're
one?
still around.
Which debate was that?
You have to watch that debate with Nathan Thompson.
Oh God,
That
do
was
I
awesome.
really?
Conspiracy Cats.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a must watch. It really
Okay.
is.
It's
I will.
a good lesson. It's a good lesson in how to school someone.
Did Riley
Oh,
feel
yeah.
the wrath of anybody for that bullshit ass upload he did?
Who?
Riley.
Oh, for
No,
the
but he
Liverpool
mugged
thing?
me. He mugged me on Saturday.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I've in these DMs in the server and on these random times I've been able to have a conversation with him, I've pretty much schooled him myself. So I feel he's losing his touch and should retire anyway. For instance, I had a long chat with him on an Ali B live stream, but it was in the chat. And I was gonna be creative, and I was gonna make it so like I had like my computer audio reading it of the whole thing, like as me, and then one as him. But halfway through, I got bored of doing that. So what I'm gonna be doing is like I'm gonna have someone read all his stuff, and I'll read all mine, and during one of the live streams, so you can hear how ridiculous that man sounds when he doesn't think it's like gonna be something he has to account for. But I told him I was
He's
doing
like-
it, so.
We
Did you
don't
see-
live on a spinning lava ball in space. So, space is fake and everybody's lying. Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Did
that's
you see? Did you see he uploaded like that portion of of this morning?
no, I hadn't seen that yet.
It's hilarious.
What, he
That's
really
what-
put that up?
Chicken. He's a chicken playing chess. He struts around, crowing, bragging, kicks the pieces off the board, and brags that he won.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm noticing. I had a debate on Jose's a little while ago, like a little miniature one, and the guy was delusional. Like he thought he won after, and clearly not understanding what he was saying. But that's what I'm seeing a lot of like Riley is doing. Like I've proven him 1,000 times now that Newton's law of gravitation is it's used all the time, which means it's not thrown away or replaced as he keeps claiming it is, and he just runs like it never happened, and it's embarrassing. It's like
Yeah.
ugh. But Red Pill, that guy's a lunatic. He has major
Yeah.
issues.
He loves to hear himself talk. He preaches. He doesn't. He won't answer a question. He'll preach and say why and why he's like this. And then by the time that you get bored with what he's saying, he's completely on a different topic.
And I wanna
And
let
he
everyone know,
cherry
if
picks.
my bad. But at any given time, if Chris Berry, Seek and Find and Mind of God can make their way onto this panel, I may have to kick everyone else off, or you guys have to be indefinitely muted. But I've given the challenge to the three of them for a 3-on-1 discussion with me on the shape of the Earth, because I'm convinced that I'm invincible. You can't beat me. Why? Because the Earth is a fucking globe, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
You
But that
tell
doesn't
him.
matter to them. That doesn't matter. They don't care. They're not after
they
the
don't.
truth. They
don't
want
care.
confirmation
I don't know.
of their
see-
delusion.
But that's why I picked the ones I picked, because I'm hoping Chris is done with his weird, unethical experiments. Because the last one, it did not do what he wanted it to, or I think he said it a couple times. But it was an honest experiment, and I will not take that away from him.
So, hey, I have another video that I want to post, and it's basically showing like I have my camera all the way down at the end of the basketball court. Like I'm inside of a gym,
Okay.
and I walk all the way to the other side to basically see if my feet would disappear, and they do, but it's because the floor is not level.
Yeah, exactly. It's
It's a
again,
perfect- it looks perfectly flat. It's a basketball court, but
it's
the
an
floor is
indoor
not
court
level.
or outdoor.
It's indoor.
Okay, that's even better. Those indoor courts, those tiles, the little the planks that they put together, those are on top of a slab. If you don't think that all that running is going to make that surface warp a tad bit, you've lost your minds. And then if you go outside and you don't understand how a sun beats down on the asphalt floor or concrete foundation of a basketball court, you guys don't get how these measurements work, and you're using them as flat earth proof, but they're not.
Have you seen how they put down concrete floors?
Absolutely. I've been around many of them.
They're level-ish, and that's about as close as you're going to get. They are not, you know.
What happens is they level out. That's what it does. Just the weight of it alone. But the foundations and the way they pour it makes it. They all have a fall to it. There's never an actual complete level because you never want water to settle on those foundations.
Yeah, I'm convinced that there is no surface that's absolutely perfectly flat anywhere.
No, there's not.
The
There's
only,
no way.
I know how you
internet
could do
on
it.
my day off yesterday.
What did you say? Because all I know, Crash, is I got online and I saw your live stream going, but nothing happening. Did you fall asleep on your live stream?
Oh, I fell asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. Next time you do that, and I have that hangout to get in there, I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna sing Lamb Chops. The song. This is the song that never ends for hours.
The fucked up part is I went back, and while I was sleeping, there were still 9 people watching.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't know how people do that. And it's just a complete quiet live stream. People will stay there and just watch it.
Yeah, because you left some of them talking, didn't you, Crash?
Yeah.
You
told them
said,
I'd be
look,
right back.
yeah, you're in here. I'm off because I think that was sort of early morning for me. I think I woke up at 7 and Jose was streaming, and I thought, hang on a minute, it's 7. That means it's about 2 o'clock in the morning for him. Mm-hmm. And then yours was still going. You said, "Oh, I'm off for a lie down," and they were still talking. And I thought, "Oh, sod it, I'll leave them to it." And I come back and had a look later, and yeah, you're right. People were watching, but there was nobody there. What are you watching? There's nobody there. There's nobody to listen to. Very bizarre.
Hey, if they want to watch my blank channel, it counts for my watch time. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
but no, I took one day off, Sean. I took Saturday off and didn't do a video because I was dealing with insurance and had a cookout. I come back home and these fuckers broke the internet.
How do you break the internet?
It was having problems.
Yeah, YouTube went nuts yesterday.
Yeah, it was. It was fucking weird.
In the middle of that stream.
That stream, yeah. I think that stream broke the internet. That fucking stream.
What?
Yeah.
So what happened?
The conspiracy cats one. I couldn't upload videos. You couldn't log in, log out.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a debate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are talking about the Nathan Thompson. Okay. I was confused. Okay, I'm in the game now. I see what's going on. Okay, perfect. We're same page.
I mean, the whole side chat thing just shut down completely. I kept trying to post something and it wouldn't let me. And I thought, well, I know I'm not bloody blocked. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then, bing! All you had was the view of the discussion, and that was it. You couldn't see how many people were watching. You couldn't see the side chat. Nothing.
Yeah,
and then when I
it was
come back and had a look at it later on,
There was
and
4,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Oh damn! And it just went haywire.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, I'm
Yeah.
happy I was
All of those
none that
all of
shit.
those people. I mean, all of those people watch Conspiracy Cats very
Mic check,
politely
1,
tear
2.
Nathan a
Mic
new
check.
one.
Mic check.
Yeah,
1,
they
2.
did.
Yo.
We hear you,
Mine.
man.
Mic check.
I
Mic check.
know.
Perfect. We hear you.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
I think we hear you. I think
You're checked
He's
for
got
what?
Foil hat on. There goes
Can you
tinfoil
guys hear
hat.
me? Can you guys hear me?
we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear you.
I
Yeah.
changed my avatar back to my goalie picture.
Cool.
No, I see a guy with a tinfoil hat. That's what I see.
Yeah, but I changed it back to my just minutes ago. I changed it back to my goalie picture, ice hockey goalie picture.
Is that your special picture?
It's my favorite sport. That's what I would love to do. But I'm depressed because I'm a little bit depressed because I can't play right now.
Why?
Because
The
I
ice
have
is-
a Shut up, dude. Damn. Can I finish? Because I have a health issue right now
Okay.
that prevents me from playing. Like I had surgery, and see, the thing is that when I started playing ice hockey, in 2015, I came down with an infection because I had a cyst on my left leg, right? You know what a cyst is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 So I had a cyst on my left leg, and it got infected,
Hmm.
and because of the bacteria in my goalie pants.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and so I had to quit playing, but I didn't stop playing. I had it. I went to the hospital ER, and I had it drained, and I continued playing. I didn't rest. So that was a bad thing to do because it got infected again. Then I had to stop until it healed. But then I went back after it healed, and it happened again. It got infected, and so I had it drained. And again, I didn't listen. I went back to playing right away.
Wait.
Hey,
why
that's just
are
the
we
love of-
just?
That's just the love of the game, man. If you love the game that much, nothing's gonna stop you from playing. You know.
That's what it is. And I have a love and hate relationship with ice hockey, but the reason why I say that is because I hate when I can't play due to my health issues. But the thing is that I had it finally removed, right? I had it removed. I had 3 different drainages, and then I had it removed, surgically removed. I think they call it I forgot to call it, but it's basically they remove it, and it's a surgeon removes it, right? And so then I rested for like a month at the longest.
Mondo Manny,
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
talk about something else?
Yeah, please.
I want to just.
Was that ad fest?
No,
No,
they asked me how I'm doing. Somebody asked me how I'm doing. I
Jesus.
said I can't play ice hockey. I can't play ice hockey anymore
Cool.
right now
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah.
It's a long story. I don't want
Yeah.
to
That's what I
bring
meant.
you guys down.
That's what I was saying.
And-
It's a long story, and you know we kind of.
So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
No worries. I mean, you know.
I'm kind of venting, and you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, no worries. We all need to vent sometimes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah,
I'm still running though. I'm still doing. Even though I can't play ice hockey, I'm still doing my other sport, which is long distance running.
that's cool.
Long distance running. It doesn't affect me in any way.
Okay,
So,
well, that's good.
Yeah, that's the good news. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Minor Manny, what's your 2-mile time? How fast can you run 2 miles?
I don't do short distances, but if I were
No?
to try to do 2 miles, I can do it. I would say I'd be able to do it under 12 minutes.
Oh, that's good shit.
Fuck that, man. I'm like 14,
That's
5,
pretty good.
15.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, so yeah.
My 3 miles like non-existent. I don't even try.
My
Running's
4
hard,
miles
dude.
non-existent.
3 miles, yeah. Not on feet, it doesn't.
Last time I ran 2 miles in 12 minutes, I puked and shit myself.
I'm saving that clip, Sean. Just
Fucking hate PT.
You know, there's a
I'm gonna
video
say
of
that
a
quick.
guy. There's a video of a guy running, and he's literally shit himself like towards the end of the run. Like he's running, and his whole fucking, he's just shit himself. You can see it.
Yeah, but the difference between him and like an army guy is
Hey, guys,
if he doesn't finish
Sean,
what?
John and B-Ball. I'd rather listen to Manny's story.
Well, no, I was ready for that. But yeah, the difference between him and us is like if he didn't finish it, he wouldn't have to do it again.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
That's
guys,
the
you
whole
know,
thing
we
about
really need
Army.
to
Keep
pick
that.
our
You
stories.
better finish it, or you got to do it again.
I mean, I'm very interested in your guys' conversations, but damn.
Too much
My
information.
running here when I have a perfectly good running Harley Davidson.
But I did want to say, seek and find in the chat. If at any time you do, I didn't know if you guys were going to show up, so I started an open panel. But if you want to, all you got to do is tell me yeah, and I'll start a new hangout, and we can do the one-on-one as well. Because like I said, that's pretty much what I'm interested in right now, getting answers. And I have a lot of questions, lots of questions. But yeah. Is it flat yet? I mean, did they show any evidence at least? Or
I don't think so.
I keep hearing these remnants of a flat Earth map. What's that?
That's what,
Apparently, they're
what
supposed to be having a model.
fucking word made. That thing that looks like a water swirling down a drain.
No, I don't know what the hell you guys even talked about.
Where the sun never sets because it goes around and around the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the regular thing that they've been saying it isn't it, but it is it?
Yeah.
Is it the Pac-Man son, or which one is it? Which one we talking about?
There's a lot of different ones,
Because the sun does a half circle around the sky.
but it can't do that because the Terminator line doesn't match.
No.
Don't let facts get in the way
They
of a
would
good
have to
story.
change speeds.
And that's the other thing. What's his name? Stingray, Dean. I need him to
Dean.
do a 3D sun and moon orbiting around the flat Earth, and it's showing this whole Cancer. You know, the tropics of Cancer line and the tropics of Capricorn line, like it, to visually show that it would need to be speeding up and slowing, like the days would be so drastically different.
He has one. He showed it on my channel late last night.
Well, that was my idea, Crash. Thanks for just butting in on that one. Thanks, buddy. Why don't you just put the
You're
link?
welcome.
Why don't you put the link in the chat so everyone else can check it out now? Thanks, bud. But for real though,
Damn it, that's like work.
If he did that, show me or put the link in the chat because I do want to see that. That's kind of one of the things that I did start
Now, can I
really
do it?
questioning. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, can we do a thought experiment real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, check this out. Let's say you're inside of a sphere. You're sitting inside of a sphere, right?
Okay.
And let's say you poke holes through that sphere and light shines through. And let's say we can rotate that sphere. So you're sitting inside of a ball with holes poked in it with light shining through. If you look up, what do you see? You see rotating lights around a point, right?
Right.
Okay. And if you look down, you see the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's put a
I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Everyone can hear you. I think
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now we're still sitting in that sphere. Now let's put a disc down through the center of that sphere, and you're sitting on top of that disc, right? If you look up, you still see the same thing, right? You see there's the lights rotating around a point.
Yeah.
But if you look down, you can't see the bottom,
Right.
right? So that's why there can't be a flat Earth, because we wouldn't be able to see the southern stars.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Okay, so guys,
Yeah, but they just deny it.
here's the thing. So again, like the title said, I kind of wanted to have that one-on-one, and Seek and Find, or Mind of God, and Chris Berry wussed out, but Seek and Find is never backed out, and he always wants one. So I'm actually gonna start a new hangout for me and him real quick, and then I'm gonna bring everyone back on after that. But I kind of called them out, so I kind of got to do this one.
All
That's
right.
fair enough.
Okay, so guys, I'll see you guys in the YouTube chat, and then I'll start to hang out again in a little bit. Matter of fact, I'll try to restart this one, so you guys already have the link, but it'll be just as easy to get in when I start it up again.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Sean, next
Because
time you get some, time, me and you need to sit down and speak over the Big Bang, because you did something over it the other day that was just like, wow.
it
I don't know where you got. I'm
you know what? It
not
was probably
exactly
wrong.
sure where you got that information from, but it was crazy.
Was it wrong? Was it wrong?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wrong all the time. I know that. I know that. There's no doubt in that at all.
Yep, I was wrong today.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot, but hey, teach me right, and so I won't do it again.
Admit it. We admit it when we're wrong.
Yeah, because I know I want the right
later,
answer.
dudes.
All right, yeah,
Well, I can
I'll
tell
see.
you what I know. I might
Oh,
be
I
wrong,
had
but
a
from my
simple question.
understanding,
I
what
was in
you
the
were
other
saying, it
hangout
wasn't
with
right.
some other
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, we'll definitely do
Sky,
that. Yeah.
not Sky,
All right, guys, I'm gonna
Stingray.
end this and start the new one for
You guys know-
so you can
You
find.
guys know
Righto.
Stingray, right?
All right, guys, I'm gonna start the new hangout right now. I got Seek and Finder. I know he wants to do this, so it'll be interesting. I'm going to get into this one. All right, so Seek and Find. I will give you this link. I'm gonna send it to you in the, the usual way, the Gmail way, or yeah, that'd probably be the easiest because I have your email. That way, people won't be jumping in and out and all that stuff. So let me see let me see if I can find you real quick. There you go. Okay, yeah, go ahead and check your Gmail account, and then the Hangout will be there. I think. Yeah, it should be there. Yeah, but like I said, I get it, red pill anytime, buddy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna back off Bro Sanchez, but nah, fuck that. I'm gonna start going to more of his live streams and baiting him to try to debate with me because he's like a whiny little child, and man, he needs to be exposed. Can't stand that shit. But for now, like I said, it's gonna be Seek and Find. If Chris Berry and Mind of God want to jump in at any time, they can. But it's gonna be as far as I can tell, it's just a straightforward, honest conversation between me and Seek and Find, and see where we can get to with this. How you doing, sir?
What's up? You can hear me?
Yep. It's been a minute. How you been?
Chilling, man. Just working.
Cool. Yeah, you said you had a day off, right?
Normal people duties. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So, you said you wanted to have a conversation as well, and I saw in the chat that you said you wanted some honesty from.
Let's be honest. You called me out.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I did. There's no doubt about that. And like usual, if I say something about a one-on-one with you're here. I've never seen you just disappear.
Because
like Chris or Mind of God, but you're always up for it. So I do commend you in that.
Because truthfully, I just been chilling, man. Like I really see no reason to keep having these discussions because.
Well, you said
you know how I feel. You know how I feel.
You're ready for progression.
And I just think people are not being honest.
Honest or
to be truthful.
Okay, here's the thing. So if I misunderstand something and I say something incorrectly, am I being intellectually dishonest, or is my understanding of something just not correct?
If you went back and corrected it after you gained that knowledge that you were incorrect, then yeah, you're being honest. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Perfect. Yeah, but I would ask
you
them.
got truth in your name now, so
oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you about truth?
But see, here's a kicker to it. You can interpret it as I am the truth, or you can interpret it as I did, and I'm searching for the truth, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get truth.
So which one is it?
Which one do you think it is?
Neither.
It's got to be one. I'm either the only one who has truth, or I'm the only one searching for truth and willing to get it at no cost. That's what I'm here for.
You tell me. It's your name.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You got truth in your name.
The second one.
And I just want to know.
I don't have all truth, but I'm going to look for truth, and I'm going to fight for truth. Okay. Yeah. And if I'm wrong about something, like I just did actually about 2 minutes ago, I'll make it known. I'll make everyone know I was wrong, and here's the correct answer. I'll apologize to whoever I need to. Have you ever seen me not do that?
So what's the truth about? What I always.
Well, can you answer that last one?
Go ahead.
Have you seen me say something that was wrong? Something I said ended up being wrong, and then when it came time for me to correct, apologize, or admit to, have I not done that?
Definitely. Level and flat synonymous. Go.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so do you want to use that as in just one scenario, or do you want to use that as a definition in explaining that to somebody? Because if I asked you to explain to
all I asked was a simple question. It's level and flats. It's not a hard question. It's very simple.
Okay, you're right. But what you're asking me has nothing to do with explaining something to someone who needs to understand it. May I explain?
Okay, explain to me how, if I want to level a picture in my house,
Mm-hmm.
how would I go about that?
You would use a level. Put a, with a water float. I can show a picture if you need me to.
Shawn, man, this is what I'm talking about. Like to dance around using
Why?
straight horizontal lines
What
to
am I
level
dancing
something
around?
is
Can you explain that
ridiculous,
to me?
man. Just admit this is ridiculous.
What am I dancing around?
Is level and flat synonymous?
You asked me if you're hanging a picture, how would you know it's level, right?
When I go to try to achieve a level, and I'm trying to level my pictures, what I use, right?
Yep. Use one of
Am
these.
I trying to achieve a level, straight, horizontal line?
No, you're
when I'm leveling that picture.
You're leveling a
Are
picture.
these levels straight? Are they straight?
You're trying to
Are
get.
they
You're
horizontal in
trying.
nature?
You can find if you get a picture and it looks crooked,
It's
but you
simple
want
yes
to
or
know.
no, man. Simple yes or no.
It's a
We're
simple.
talking about truth here, and
Yeah, you're right.
dancing
So
around
no.
simple questions.
See, dancing around is dancing around the subject, going away from giving you an answer. But I'm actually trying to give you an answer that you're telling
Right.
me. So
I'm
can I finish my answer? Because if you have a picture and you're hanging it up and it looks crooked, but you want to make sure it's level, you would then put a level tool on it to check it. You would not hang a picture and it look crooked and want to get it to flat. You would not say that. That's not even how your brain thinks. So for you to really be pushing for me to say that is kind of stretching yourself. You would have to admit that as well.
And you about truth, right?
I just said truth, right?
So level and flat aren't synonymous to you.
In what context? If you're talking on level and flat and a level surface, yes.
You just can't. You can't give a simple yes or no, Mr. Truth Army Soldier.
Yep.
Can't give a simple yes or no.
I'm giving you no. You're right. I won't give you a simple yes or no because a simple yes or no gives you an opportunity to run with whatever you want. I'm going to give you a very detailed explanation for what you asked me.
Baseline truth.
No. I'm going to give you
baseline truth.
Wait,
then,
baseline.
why talk about other things if we can't even come to a baseline truth?
Okay.
A simple truth.
Can I do exactly what you just did to me? And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about because this is how realistic it is when it comes down to it, so you can find out what you're doing. So when I do that, get this out. Go ahead and start this. I'm gonna go ahead and share. You can see exactly what I'm talking about, and you're gonna love this because we've done this 1,000 times. But you seem to get all funny when I do it. Is that a level line? So you can find.
Look,
is that level?
see you playing games again.
Nope. Let's get this straight. No.
Level does not equal flat.
Really get this. Let's really get an understanding of this. So you can find.
I'm not gonna talk to you for a half an hour.
No.
If
Look,
level and flat are synonymous, because I know it is. So.
That this is flat. Correct.
Oh my god.
Correct. You don't. You don't know that that's flat.
I'll ask you a different question, Shawn. You want me to ask you a different question?
No.
You're obviously not gonna concede.
Right now,
this is what you ballers do.
See, what you're doing right now
is just never concede, man. Y'all never concede anything. Basic level, basic, simple shit.
Remember that simple question that I couldn't answer yes or no? You're not doing that now.
Oh, so because
let me ask this question again.
You deserve your own medicine, yes.
Let me.
Exactly.
So this is level, correct? So you can find
because
this is what's happening. You're being intellectually dishonest at the moment.
Move along.
Am I wrong? Are you?
Looks level. Looks level.
This is a level line. I would even say flat.
That's
so
level
when you
and
ask
flat,
me,
yes.
so when you ask me, is level and flat synonymous? Guess what? Right here in the situation we're looking at, seek and find.
I'm not saying
you
don't
are
know what
a winner.
Means,
you have got 100% correct on what we're staring at. What we're looking at right now is when level and flat is synonymous with each other. When that level and that flat mean the same thing, you're looking at it right there.
You don't know what synonymous means, I guess, Shawn.
What does it mean? Explain.
It doesn't mean equal.
Well, I didn't say equal. I didn't say equal at all. But it could mean the same. It could mean the same thing, right? Could it be?
How about you type in synonyms of level real quick?
Could
see a flat
it
comes up.
mean?
How about you do that?
That they mean the same.
Hey, you got your screen up, right?
Mine of God.
Type in
or I'm sorry. Seek and find. Does it mean? What are you doing? Hey, does it mean that they could mean the same thing?
They can mean the same thing.
Oh, perfect. So what we are looking at is
Yeah,
a
I gotta
line
watch what you're
that
saying
is
because you're trying to be
okay,
deceptive
perfect.
here.
Whatever. You
Yeah,
can do whatever
Mr.
you want.
Truth Army
But this
Soldier,
is just
you're trying to be
reality for you.
deceptive.
So what we're looking at right now is a line that is level and flat. Those two names, level and flat, they are synonymous. They mean the same thing for what we are looking at.
Sometimes.
No, for what we're looking at now, you're right. But when I do this, so you can find
Yeah, I agree with you.
that line is flat.
But
But it's not level. So guess
okay.
what? So in
That's
this
fine.
situation, let's say with the red line, level and flat are not synonymous with each other. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
I'm saying
Okay, no. Hang on.
listen,
This is my, I'm
Sean,
asking questions
listen,
and you're answering them you're answering
just
wonderfully.
listen.
Thank you. Let's not
No,
divert
listen.
from it. So I'm going to do one more
Level
line.
does not equal
I'm going to
flat.
do one
It's
more
very,
line.
It's very.
So that green line right there. That green line.
See, this is what y'all do, man. Y'all just
You're right. You're right.
waffle,
And
waffle,
if you
make
if you answer
bullshit
this,
up.
if you
You're
answer
about
these
truth,
questions,
but you can't
can
have a
find.
simple conversation.
Hey, if you answer these questions, I will answer every question you have from there on in. This green line, is it flat?
Sorry, I got some background noise.
Yeah, no worries. Is this green line flat?
Looks a little bowed to me in the middle. I don't know. It looks like you did something.
No. Well, look, see, I can tell you it's flat.
I
'cause
can't
see,
tell you're trying to be deceptive,
Look,
Mr. Truth Army
Okay,
Soldier.
perfect. So that line is flat, correct?
Looks flat.
Okay. But it's definitely not level.
Okay.
So in the green line, flat and level aren't synonymous, are they?
Is something that is level that you
But
achieve a flat?
are they synonymous in
See,
the,
like,
in the
you just,
are they
let's move on,
synonymous?
man. Let's move
Hang
on.
on. Are they synonymous in the red and green lines?
Synonymous does not mean equal, Sean.
I didn't
It
say
does
they
not
mean
mean
equal. Matter of fact, not only did I not say
So
they mean
stop
equal,
with the
I
nonsense.
explained to you what it does mean. Level and flat on this black line are
Alright,
synonymous. They mean the same things. They don't equal the same thing, but they do reference the same thing that you are looking at on that black line. I asked you, is it the same situation with a red line? And is it the same situation with the green line? Answer those two questions. I will stop talking and only answer.
This is a shame, bro.
Green, hey,
I'm
red
sad
and
that
green,
this is
hey,
what
no,
you turned into.
Red and green line.
I feel bad for you, man.
Red and green line.
Really
Are they
do.
synonymous?
I feel bad.
Is flat and level synonymous? Red and green line. Yes
I
or
feel
no?
bad for you.
Yes or no, so you can find.
You stoop to these levels, man.
Yes or no?
Really?
Level and flat are not synonymous on the red and green lines, correct?
They do not. Level does not equal flat. No.
Did not say equal. I said
That's not what I
synonymous.
said, though.
Are
That's
the
not what I
red
said.
and the green ones synonymous, flat and yellow level? Just like you keep saying, it is.
Level and flat are synonymous. Yes.
On the black line, right?
Level and flat are synonymous.
On the
Sean.
black
there's
line,
no,
right?
There's no. If you're
On
about truth,
the
you know,
black line, correct? Yeah, let's do truth. Level and flat are synonymous on this black line. Am I wrong?
synonymous does not mean equal.
You're 100% correct, but it does mean.
So why are you trying to?
Because it does mean.
it
I didn't say that. I said it.
You're trying to act like that's what I'm saying, and that's not what I'm saying.
No.
I'm saying they're synonymous.
You are not saying
It's
they
not
are
hard.
equal.
It's not hard to understand.
You're not
Mr.
saying
Truth.
that. Yeah, you're
It's
not saying
hard to
that.
understand,
So you
Mr.
can
Truth.
find. Why are you doing
Type
this?
it
It's
in.
kind of
Type
odd.
it in your fucking Google.
No.
It's
I want to.
level
Here's the
synonymous
thing.
with flat. And get
What
the
are
truth.
you doing?
But you
Seriously.
don't want it. You don't want
No,
it.
that's odd what you're doing because I'm literally
calling
trying
me
to
out.
make
I'm
sure
calling
that
you
you
out.
have a definition that is correct.
See the simple point. It's
Let
not
me
hard.
ask this one last time because you're acting funny. Level and flat
See a
on this
simple
black
point.
line.
That's
Why
all I
are you
want. That's all I want.
Stop?
That's all I want.
Stop. The black
You
line.
asked me what I want.
The
That's what I
black
want.
line is level and flat. Level and flat are synonymous when it comes to this black line. I never said equal. Equal? Nope. You never said it either. Neither one of us said equal, so no one needs to say it again. But what I asked you, level and flat, are synonymous on this black line in reference to what I'm asking you, correct? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to answer. It's just how it is. Level and flat are synonymous on this black line because they are meaning the same thing. But on the red and green line, which are both flat, but are not level, means that flat and level are not synonymous to each other on these situations because they're not level at all.
All right.
So that
Is
whole
water
level
a
and flat,
natural
so
level?
level and flat being
Water-
synonymous
is water a
means
natural
jack
level?
all to crap when you're saying
Is-
that
is
over and
water-
over again.
is water
So
a
now that we're
natural
done with
level?
that subject, Yeah,
I know you want to move on
find.
because you
No,
can't be
no.
truthful.
Here you go. Here you go. Now seek and find. I am done showing you how you were incorrect in that whole situation. Now I will answer your questions. What's up?
Is water a natural level?
Water does find its level.
When it finds its level and it's still and it's a body of water that's contained, because it finds its level, is it flat on the top?
Depends on what. Is there wind? No wind? Tell me.
I said a still body of water that is contained.
You understand that the surface and the body of it aren't the same
I just
thing.
want to see if you're going to concede a fucking simple question.
I want to make sure you understand that.
Simple point.
Do you understand that they can have a steel top surface, but the body of it have a current?
So when it finds its level, what is the surface of the water? Because it's level, what is the behavior of the surface of the water?
It would appear to be flat. Yes, you are correct.
Appear to be like you can't. You're about truth now.
You'd have to measure it to not appear. Yeah, for me,
I'm
too,
truthful,
I'd have to
so
measure
I know
it.
what truth looks like, and this isn't it. This isn't it.
Well, what am I not being truthful about? Go ahead.
It appears to be flat.
Yeah, what would I not be truthful about? Point it out.
I'm pointing it out right now.
No, you're not just pointing out what I'm saying is not truthful. You keep pointing out that my name is truthful, but there's the truth in there. But the problem is, I already told you, I'm searching for truth. I don't know all truth. But here's the thing. I'm being truthful with you. And I guess it's
so
not
when you were a
happy
flat
to
earther,
you.
right? You knew that, pretty much a level body of water is flat on the top. You knew that. So did you see something that made you change? Like, did you do an experiment or something that just made you change your mind?
How do you know I knew that?
Did you see it curve? Did you see bodies of water curve on the surface?
Here's the thing.
I didn't come to this revelation or something. Like, what was this revelation that you had? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Well, I first of all never claimed that flat and level were the same thing. It doesn't work that way. So that was never part of my argument.
Again, I never said they're the same. Synonymous and equal are not equal.
Yeah, it has the same.
Synonymous means they can be interchanged sometimes. So just by you conceding that fact, you know that a level body of water is flat, horizontal, aligned, straight on the surface of it. You just don't want to admit it, and it's fine. But you're not about truth.
What? I don't even understand what you just see. What you're saying doesn't even make sense. Here's why what you're saying doesn't mean this at all. Bro. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So it says having the word same or nearly the same meaning as another word in the language, as happy, joyful, enlightened, a dictionary is synonymous and anonymous, or the opposites, such as thesaurus.com is called and thesaurus. So yeah, like I said, a word having the same or nearly the same meaning as the other in that language. So what I was saying, flat and level, yeah, you know what? In that one black line, yep, the words having nearly the same meanings as each other in that black line, but not on the other lines. That's being truthful, and you couldn't say that.
You can't achieve level without using flat, horizontal.
Are you sure about that?
Straight.
Are you sure?
Lines.
Are you sure? Because I can pull up the paint thing again if you want me to.
Oh man. I got a different question for you, but I just wanted to see if you would concede a simple point since you brought truth or whatever.
Okay, let's go. What's up?
All right, you can share my screen.
Okay. Sure. There you go. Presenting. You're muted if you're talking. If you're muted yourself, so I'm not sure if you knew that or not. There you go.
My bad. Can you see what I'm presenting?
Yeah, the moon's
right. So in the heliocentric model, the moon is reflecting the sun's light, correct?
Yep.
All right. So like in this, you see how the sun rays are coming parallel over here, right?
Yep.
All right. So for somebody on the dark side of this earth right here, right? They're looking at this full moon. So to get that full moon, the sun rays have to go around the earth and hit that moon.
No. It just has to shine. It has to be 180 degrees from the earth on the earth and the sun, and it just has to have the trajectory to be able to hit it. So the moon isn't
so once again, I'm in the nighttime sky, Shawn. My nighttime sky.
Yeah, listen. So you know why the sky? So the moon. You know how the moon is above your horizon? That's because it's above. It's not on the. It's not like
Are
orbiting.
you gonna try to
the,
gaslight here? Or are you just gonna like?
No, I'm
see, this is what I'm
going-
talking about. Like conceding a simple point.
Oh,
You
Jesus
can't do it.
Christ!
You
No,
can't
I'm
do it.
trying. You know, why can't I explain it to you? Because you clearly don't understand what you're looking
Man, I'm
at.
not even getting to my question because
Okay,
you're trying to.
so
Like,
let me finish.
bloviate
So
about
the reason
silly
that
shit right
moon that is showing us a full moon is a full moon is because the moon isn't like level to the equator. It's not sitting on our horizon. It's above it. And the sun, because it's so big that all the sun rays that do make it above Earth do hit that moon, and it's more than enough to make it a full moon. Now, I know this because I was looking into this when Bro Sanchez was trying to say all this crap about it being the full moon
I
and
didn't
the
even
sun
get
in the
to my
same
question.
days. But
Go
what
ahead.
people need to understand is it's right about where it says the half moon on above Earth right there. He's looking at the moon from there, and he's asking why it's not full from there. So yeah, that's why I've been looking into this. But that's exactly how a full moon works. And the lunar eclipse is when the sun and it's when the sun and the moon and the Earth line up so perfectly that the sun's rays can't hit the moon, and the Earth body block that. And that's
I know you want to talk to Bro Sanchez real bad, but I'm not him. So,
yeah, no, I know, but I wanted to make it clear how that works.
yeah. I'm not even talking about eclipses though. I'm talking about the phases of the moon.
I know, but it's part of it though.
The reason for the phases of the moon is because of the sunlight reflecting off the moon, correct?
Yeah, yep.
All right. So for somebody on the left side of this earth, right, looking at this moon, they're on the dark side of the earth, yes or no?
The dark side of the Earth?
They're in nighttime, looking at this
they're in
moon
nighttime.
because
Yeah.
the sun rays are coming from this way.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry, I just never heard the dark side of the Earth. I never heard that before. Go ahead. It's nighttime, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, so they're seeing this moon because of the sunlight, right? The sunlight is stretching around the earth.
No.
moon.
It's not stretching
going on?
around it to hit it. It's in its view. Obviously, it would have to be in view of the sun for that to happen. It's not stretching around the Earth. That's an eclipse. If it has to, the Earth is involved. It's an eclipse.
Okay, so the moon is not on the ecliptic, on the right path to have an eclipse.
Yeah, no eclipse. I got it.
We're just talking about the phases.
I'm like, what?
Don't say eclipse again, because I'm not talking about eclipse.
I know, no. Okay, we're understanding now. No eclipse.
All right, I'm on the nighttime Earth. Right? I'm in nighttime looking at this moon.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Damn it, you're making me see. This is what the gaslighting is making me forget.
No. I'm making it very clear that what you're asking me is easily explainable.
Okay, but I didn't ask the question yet.
I know, but I'm guessing. Go ahead.
All right, so would you agree that, right? To have this waning crescent on this side of the moon, on this side in the nighttime sky, couldn't happen, right? Just look at this diagram.
Mm-hmm.
For a full moon or this waning gibbous right here, or waxing gibbous, you got to be in the nighttime sky to see these.
No,
Do you
no.
agree?
You can see the sunrise, or there are certain ones that you'll see, depending on where your location is and depending on the time of day. But yeah, you can have any of these things in the daytime.
How would you see this waning crescent in the nighttime sky?
The only one you wouldn't see would be the new moon. But how? Just your angle. So let's say where this says, can you make that picture bigger at all? Or can I get a picture that would?
I don't believe so.
Let me see if I can get a bigger picture.
It's a pretty small picture, but yeah.
It's on the monitor I have. It's insanely small to see. I think I got one we can use. All right. Yep. There we go. All right. Go ahead and present. And the people that couldn't see it or weren't sure, so you can find. This is a good depiction of what you were showing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so you're asking me how does the waning gibbous in the third quarter, maybe? I'm not sure which one.
Right. Because you would agree that, like, in a 24-hour period, all of us have pretty much the same phase, right? We all have the same phase.
Oh, for all of us? Yeah. I guess it would change slightly, I guess, but I don't understand that at all.
We don't observe that. Nobody observes
yeah.
these angles changing on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of weird to me in its own.
Well, no. I mean, it would depend on the time of day and time of the month. But yeah, okay. But there are things you can see.
My point is that when the sunlight coming from the right over there, right? The sunlight coming and stretching around the Earth and hitting that moon because it's reflecting sunlight, right? How are you going to get some of these waning crescents and waxing crescents in the nighttime sky over there? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like, and vice
You're
versa.
saying
I see these waning gibbous and waxing gibbous in my daytime sky.
Okay. So you're saying like the third quarter or the waning crescent.
Really,
waxing
really
crescent.
It's the waxing gibbous, waning gibbous, right? And waning crescent and waxing crescent is really what I'm talking.
Okay, so we get the first quarter in the day. We get a waxing crescent, which is you probably barely see very much of the moon. That's during the day. The waning crescent again, that's in the day. How does it reflect it?
No, no. So you saying you never seen a waning crescent or a waxing crescent at night? I see them all the time, bro.
No, you would see a gibbon. You'd see the gibbons. These ones
I've seen those.
No, wait. I guess yeah. Well, you know what? I guess yeah. You would see the waning crescents because the moon is. You got to remember, the moon is orbiting too. It's not. That's not a fixed location, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, at some point they got to see all. We see all the phases. It's not like it's impossible.
Look, the moon is orbiting the Earth. It takes what, like 28 days or whatever, right, to orbit the Earth, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
So. Yeah. So. I mean, you could try to throw Earth's rotation around the sun, but that takes a year. So we're not talking about that.
I mean,
we're just talking about the moon
if that's
and its relationship between the Earth and the sun.
I can show you. Right? I can show you like a simulation. I can show you almost anything that could show you each phase of the moon at what time you would see them. That's not very difficult to find for the situation. Would you like me to search that so you can start seeing it?
No, I just want you to think about you're seeing these waxing crescents and waning crescents in your nighttime sky when they should be looking like the waning gibbous. Why you take it down?
I'm just gonna Google, see if maybe we got some images of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's plenty of them, man. There's plenty of them.
Yeah, see, this is what you would see. So
we all see it, Sean. We all see it.
For instance, like this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This one makes a lot of sense because if we're looking at that and then we're looking at this and we're looking at the waxing the crescent, like we would only see a sliver.
Try to cherry pick a couple.
Look,
go back to your pictures. There's plenty of you telling me throughout your life that you never seen waning crescents and waxing crescents.
Oh yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, absolutely. So, but see how this is like. Sky. Yeah, you see how this is like. Sky. Yeah. You see how this is like a sunset type sky. It's getting darker. That's why when you see that and it's in this part. So
Mr. Truth, man, Mr. Truth Army.
I'll use this.
Come on, bro.
I'm explaining it. You're kind of just talking over to me to make it sound wrong.
That looks like weird. During the sunset. Like you never seen it in the middle of the night being a waning crescent or a waxing crescent. You've seen
I'm sure you know what? I would have to look at the pictures and show you exactly what we see, just like I just did.
Do a thorough search real quick. Do a more thorough search.
What do you mean a thorough search? I literally put waxing crescent in the search. How thorough can it be? It's showing us exactly what it is.
About this and be like, yeah, man, that's a good question. Maybe we should, you know what I mean, put our heads together, have a little conversation. But no, now you're coming from like and you really don't know, man.
What are you talking? You you asked me about a waxing crescent, and I showed you what one is, and I'm trying to explain to you what it is, and you're doing this weird thing where it's impossible for me to show you because you don't want to hear it. Now, if this is the Terminator line on here, and you're looking at the moon, you're gonna see at nighttime, you're gonna see right after sunset in that area, you're going to see this. It's just the way it is. You're gonna see this right here. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see a very small piece of the moon being lit by the sun, going over the horizon and disappearing for the day to be in. It makes perfect sense. I don't understand what you're asking me. Is there something else that maybe you didn't ask correctly? I mean, it makes sense, 100%. And everything you're seeing on other ones are basically during the day you get to see them. I can show you daytime ones as well if you need me to. Is that what you like so you can find? Daytime?
No, not really, because like I said, you're cherry picking one that is during like sunset or something.
Okay, so would you like me to look? What other one do you want me to look at? Which one?
Because like I asked like a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was on your show. It might have been on
which one did you want me to look up?
pictures. You could look up daytime pictures of the Wayne and Gibbous over there. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like, how is it that
Wayne
the
and
sun
Gibbous.
is blinding you, blinding, you know what I'm saying, to what you can see of the moon? Because that's how you even get a new moon, is because supposedly the sunlight is blocking it
Yeah,
out.
the glare.
So
Yeah.
when you're in the daytime sky looking at the moon, looking at the moon, correct, that the sunlight is blocking out, right, what you're seeing of the moon. So it should just be those little slivers in the sky during the daytime. But there's plenty of it where you seeing all of this. Yeah.
Well, here's even a better idea. How about
And look,
we look at
I've
my
experienced
observations of the
looking like
moon?
this, though,
See,
right, and I see it all day.
here's
And
the
my
thing.
daytime sky always so nice.
We don't have to, take these images I'm finding on the for nothing. Hey, that's just what it is. I have pictures of these. See, the thing is, I just didn't understand what you were asking me when you said, "Show me this," and you're just yelling at me to show you stuff. But I have many observations of the moon that can just easily show you that these things happen on a regular basis. It's not like a
Sean, I've been sitting back for a while watching everybody just,
see, look,
be
so
dishonest, man, and I'm tired
so
of it.
look, so see what we're looking at now. This one right here. This is, or let me. Let me get to the next word. Where was that? Oh, there it was. Okay, so this one right here. See how it's a full moon? I'm looking at the moon in the east. I'm taking an eastward shot right now. It's at sunset. The reason why it's a full moon is because the moon which is that one right
You're
there.
cutting out or something.
It's that one that's orange. That moon is just high enough that the sun's rays still hit it. That's just how it works. So the picture that I just showed you, again, I'll show you it right now, is how that full moon is accomplished. Okay, so we can move on. Because I have some givens, some waxing or whatever the hell, the waning crescents and all that crap. I have those pictures. Let me get to them real quick. There we go. It should be coming up. There we go. Perfect. Oh, man. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. What time of the day do you think that happened at, so you can find? And you know what
I don't know, but like I said,
here's the best part. But we could know. But here's the best part.
I've seen it all day in the sky before.
But here's the thing. So if we now go to what you were talking about, which is the that little chart. Let's find out real quick. This is awesome. I'm so happy you did this. When we look at this chart, and I know what time of the day it was, right? And because I can tell you what time of day it was, I'm going to tell you right now. What you are looking at is a early morning picture, which means our sun is rising and our moon is reflecting the sunlight, which would be which one of these?
I'm listening to you, bro. Go ahead.
Well, no,
teach me where I'm wrong, man. Tell me where I'm wrong.
Okay, well that would be like a waxing gibbons.
Because you're saying you've never seen the moon.
The waning. It'd be okay. You ready? Hang on.
We all have. Man.
Okay, look, hang on. It'd be a waning gibbous late in the early morning or early in the morning.
But in the morning, it's supposed to be being blocked out by the sunlight and becoming like a waning crescent.
No, not that's at the end of the day. Yeah. That's sunset. Yeah, that's sunset. That's not sunrise. A waning crescent.
So
a waning crescent. A waning crescent. Listen, a waning crescent is what you're talking about. But what I'm showing you in my image, that's a waning gibbous. This is waning gibbous, early in the morning.
Yeah. So you've never seen a moon like that in the middle of the day.
I took that picture. What are you talking about? And I have many pictures.
Yeah, but you're saying it's in the morning, like at sunrise.
There you go. There's your waxing. Which one is it? It's your waning crescent right there for you. You asked for it, you got it. There you go. That was the waning crescent. Let me get back to it for you. There you go. You asked and you shall receive. And I took that picture myself.
Okay. And what you saying?
That's a waning crescent. You say it's impossible. I just showed
So
you.
hold on. This was during the same day.
No, these are obviously different observations.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. What are you saying, man?
It's real.
Listen to me, man.
You said it was not possible. I just showed you it is.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Start over.
Go back to I want the diagram. What did I say was impossible?
The waning crescent or one of the crescents you were saying. So, I mean, go ahead. I mean, if you can re-explain. Maybe I got it wrong.
No, the waning crescent is in the daytime sky. You're showing me a waning crescent in the daytime sky. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm?
That show me waning gibbous.
Waning gibbous, okay.
Right? Yeah, waning gibbous
Okay.
in the daytime sky should be impossible.
Perfect.
It
Okay,
should be
ready?
waning crescent.
There you go. I actually, that's amazing because I just
Yeah,
showed
the
that
fact that it's happening is what I'm saying. It's
There you
not. It should be waning crescent because it's in the daytime sky.
No. So you're acting as if the waning crescent or the waning gibbons,
Yeah,
third
that should be a
quarter,
moon
and
that's in the
that doesn't
nighttime
happen.
sky
See,
for
fine.
somebody.
See, fine. That's not the daily moon phase.
And like I said, I've observed the moon, like you're saying,
No.
in the daytime. Go ahead.
You understand that what you're saying, what we're looking at when we're looking at the diagram, isn't a daily moon phase, right?
No, I know it's not daily. I said 28 days. It takes 28 days.
Perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Listen,
So look, what I'm showing you right now is a given blah 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 blah. My bad. It is a waning gibbous in the early morning. Okay. Then what I showed you.
yeah.
This.
Okay, so you're trying
This
to
right here is on a different time of different observation, and this one is the waning crescent during the day. Early morning, and that's what you get.
So you're saying waning gibbous you saw in the morning.
Yes, that's what you're
You
looking
saw
at.
waning gibbous in the morning.
Yeah,
But it's in
early
the
morning.
nighttime sky over here.
No. It's that's when you see it the most.
On this diagram,
But
hold on, go back to the
listen,
diagram.
that's when you see it the most. But in the early morning, you still see it. Obviously, I'm showing it to you.
I've seen the moon. I'm trying to tell you,
right there.
Shawn.
There you
Now
go.
listen to
Right there.
this. I've seen the moon in my daytime sky,
Mhm.
waning gibbous all day, bro. Not just in the morning, all day.
Okay.
And all I'm saying is if it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me, the sun is responsible for the light on the moon. So at this time, I'm basically, 180 from the sun.
No.
It
See,
should be. It should be.
Can you show me
Come
that?
on, man.
Because
It shouldn't. You shouldn't.
because that's what that's what
I need to get me a camera and just take some long exposures and shit like this. But yeah, I see
please.
the moon in my sky all day, all the time.
I don't.
I work
think you do.
outside, so I see it all day. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, no. You're right. You're 100% right. There's one time when you don't, and that's when there's a new moon, because it's in the sun's too bright for you to see it. But when the moon does align with the sun, it's called an eclipse. I know you didn't want to hear that, but it's the truth.
Yeah. I know when it perfectly aligns.
Mhm.
Could you go back to the diagram though?
Oh yeah.
So this
absolutely.
is what you're saying. This is right here is a half moon, right? Not the waning gibbous.
What I just showed you would be a. I guess
Third
you would more
quarter.
call it a third quarter. I guess it'd probably be the best way to say it.
Yeah. So would you agree that the waning gibbous are like close to full? We shouldn't see in the daytime sky. So if I could capture the moon and looking like it's going from full to waning gibbous or full, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that that is a contradiction to this diagram?
Let me see something. Let's go to waning gibbous. So let me see. After the new moon, the sunlit portion of the increasing but less half than the waxing giving after the first quarter and the sun, blah, 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 blah. So it was waxing gibbous after the full moon. Light continuously decreases, so the waning gibbous phase occurs. Following the third quarter in the waning crescent and wane. Yes, I mean, it's pretty explained pretty easily. I'm not seeing I'm not really sure where your question lies at the moment.
I mean, I think I'm explaining it pretty simple. If I catch the moon in my daytime sky, looking like a waxing gibbous or a waning gibbous, not just half.
You're
full-
probably mistaking it for the first quarter and
my
the
daytime
third
sky.
quarter.
That's a contradiction to this diagram.
Really? How? No, I
Because
just
the
said it.
sunlight, when the moon is on the daylight side of the Earth and you're observing it in the daytime sky, like this diagram is showing, you should see it
What about
in one of four forms.
Okay, what
Not-
about the in between?
Not waxing gibbous or waning gibbous. That's a nighttime moon and only nighttime.
Can you show me that? Because I don't think
It's showing
I'm
you
not
right
understanding.
here. It's showing you right here.
What,
on this diagram.
okay, so in this diagram, it's showing us. You do understand that. Hang on, 'cause I'm trying to pull this up so I can better understand what you're saying. Because what you're saying doesn't really make too much sense to me at the
That's
moment.
fine. I mean, but I want you to point it out because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think
So you understand
but
that?
I
See
am
this area right
misunderstanding.
here? This area that I'm coloring in.
Yeah.
What exactly happens in that range for you?
It's
What happens in
going
between from
half a
here
moon to a crescent,
to
to a
here?
waning crescent. The sunlight is blocking it out more and more because of the angles.
Okay, but you understand that there's a change and that even though that
You
these
got
things
you on
happen,
that, bro. Yeah,
this
we don't
Earth
notice
is
that
constantly
either,
shit.
like I
Look,
said.
look. The sun, so the moon in this area, a lot of people are going to see this more and more throughout the day, throughout the month. What you're asking me, why do you see a waning gibbous in the daytime? But what I'm saying is you're probably mistaking it for the third quarter moon. And I would, yeah.
right,
And
so
then,
that's what
and
I'm
then here's the
saying.
thing. Here's the thing. You asked me about the picture, and what I would say I'm showing you probably more or less the waxing gibbous, because again, the way the rotation of the Earth is and what you're seeing is going to show different things for at the night, at sunrise, and at sunset.
Mhm.
It's pretty simple.
Okay, so if I catch it in the middle of the day, looking in between waning gibbous and full, or in between waxing gibbous and full, looking kind of like that, more than half, but you know what I'm saying, like 70-75%. If I
Can you
catch
show
it
me
in my
pictures?
daytime sky,
Yeah, show me pictures.
I
That'd
haven't
be
done
awesome.
it, but I could, you know what I'm saying? I haven't
Wait.
done it.
Here's
I
the
have
other thing.
picture.
Here's the other thing.
But
You
hold on, let me
realize
see if I
that
can find
in the diagram that you're showing, the
me see what I
moon,
find.
the moon isn't showing you what you're seeing in relation to the sun and the Earth, right? You know that, right? It's kind of just like
Okay.
gives you
hold
a
on.
good idea of what you're seeing, but it's not really giving a good explanation when I'm looking at it right now. But again, I would have to see pictures, and you're just talking about a third quarter or the first quarter that realistically, one of the two.
Can you share my screen?
Yeah, 1 second.
If you don't want to pull them up, I'll pull them up. But
Okay, so hang on, I want to get through this real quick. So, I like I said, I ran a little late. I know I've been gone for a minute, so it's kind of my fault more. But Channel Q is going to have the Pete Shea and Schrodinger's cat debate going on. So everyone should be heading over there as soon as you can. I put one of the links in the channel to one of her uploads that I'm pretty sure you can just get to her channel from. Or let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and share her link. So you can find out if you don't mind, we can keep going, and I'll just take this off the live stream and then record it, and I'll upload it later. It's up to you though.
no, man. If y'all want to go over there, like I said, this ain't something that you know me, Shawn, man.
Yeah, we'll do this again.
I'm not out for views or nothing like that.
Oh,
so.
absolutely not.
That's not-
I'm not accusing that at all. No, I don't even question.
I want you to think about this though, because I just pulled up some pictures of waning, look like waning gibbous, waxing gibbous moons in the daytime. So
Okay, like I said, I need to look into it. I took a lot of pictures, but I don't understand a lot of the things. I just understand that diagram is kind of not giving you the really good depiction of what we're talking about. But again,
Look,
we'll have to talk again,
and
and I'll look into it.
I don't claim to know it all.
Yeah,
It's
me
all
either.
good.
Yes, it's actually better that we end on this stream. I end it from that, because then we can both look into it and have a better idea of what we're talking about, really, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So like I said, I just put in the chat Channel Q's link to her channel. That's going to be starting in 3 minutes, so everyone should head over there and check that out, because I did let her know that I would promote that, and even more importantly, be done so that she can handle that, because I kind of jumped in on the times, and I was lucky enough to have Jose slot earlier, so I do appreciate everyone being in. Seek and find.
Can I ask one more question?
You Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah.
Take that truth off the. No, I'm just playing. All right, man. Thanks for having me.
We'll
I
negotiate
appreciate
that one day. We'll negotiate it. But yeah, check out Seek and Find his channel. He's got something going on. I got his link in the description. He's starting out. He's not doing anything big. He's not trying to get big. But sometimes you need a place to say your words and have these discussions. So he has it, and check it out and sub and like his stuff. Yeah, we'll talk again. Thank you, Seek.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, so guys, actually, my bad, Seek. I didn't mean to do that. So Channel Q is going to have that debate. I got 2 minutes, so I'm going to rant for those 2 minutes. Again, the conversation that we just had, if you can find one bit of dishonest in that, please point it out, because I was trying to answer them as easily and honest as possible. Kind of act like I ran from a couple of the answers, but realistically, level and flat can be synonymous in one of the situations that I showed, but the other two it couldn't, which is kind of laying to bed that explanation for everything. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work once you do it like that. So again, I'm going to hold Flat Earth their feet to the fire if they're going to make claims like that. But other than that, Red Pill, Seek and Find, we always have those conversations, so I'm not really going to call him out. But Chris, I still want that debate. Red Pill, let's have a debate, man. You can use all that Neal deGrasse crap you want, but just make sure you remember that you're using a science that you say is fake. You're using him as like gold. So it's kind of weird. And I don't use him at all, so you can't even put me in that little category thing you think you did. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But thanks, guys. If I'm going to go on again, who knows? Can't even imagine why. I'll probably be around everywhere. I'll be most likely in the Debate Flat Earth channel, and descriptions down there, or my Truth Frontlines channel. And so you can find, I will never, ever, ever take the truth out of any of my names. That's what I'm searching for.